Vice Mayor Emeritus and Acting City Manager. Let's call this agenda review to order. Assistant City Manager Martin, let's kick us off.
Good morning, everybody. Councilmember Ballard is with us on Teams. Council members Glasscock and Johnston, as well as the mayor, are unable to join us. June 17th agenda, proclamation for World Refugee Day. We're also going to have a presentation of our mini MPA program graduates, of which Shannon Workentime participated this past year, so look forward to recognizing that group. 2 items on the public agenda.
2 of them.
On page 2, petitions for public improvements have a variety of water, sewer, and paving improvements that will be presented. Page 3, new council business, a couple of ordinances. One related to the unauthorized operation or removal of a motor vehicle. Changes being made to the city code that will aid prosecutors in being able to prosecute cases and also help officers as far as enforcement of the city code.
Was this one mandated by the state as well, or is this internal?
No, it was one that was recommended by my office working with the police department to address issues with automobiles that there's no intent to return the car to the owner, which is what's required for temporary deprivation of property. So we needed an alternative to that.
Okay.
Second item on new council business is an ordinance revision related to motorists moving over vehicles for hazard and caution lights. This is to mirror state changes in state law. Nothing on page 3. Page 4, a few preliminary estimates. Item 3B, wholesale water and sewer service agreements with the city of Keachai. Water agreement been in place since 1985, sewer agreements since 2001. Various extensions have occurred since then. The extensions that are, or the agreements that are being presented to you next week would extend the sewer agreement by 20 years and the water agreement by 10 years. Next page, assignment and assumption agreement for vendor selection of uniforms, or for uniforms. Industrial Uniform LLC sold to Logo Depot. Per the contract, it's looking to assign its contract with the City of Wichita to Logo Depot. 3D, contract addendum to reduce fees. So Empowerment provides record-keeping services for the city's deferred comp 457 plan. Came forward with reduction of fees. Mark Manning jumped at the chance. Will be presented to you next week.
Another reduction.
Number of property acquisitions, item number 4. Next page, item number 6, notice of intent, debt financing for airport heavy equipment replacement. On the consent planning agenda, dedication of utility easement and acceptance for water meter removal. I'm struggling today. Item number 9 is a plat on 63rd Street East near 69th Street North. Final page, consent airport agenda items, aviation fuel storage and distribution facility rehabilitation, and then item 11, heavy equipment replacement program at the airport. Just a quick highlight of the June 24th consent agenda. I'll go through just a few items of interest that staff is working on and planning to present. You'll receive multiple grant items, including grant from the Wichita Transit related to funding for operations planning as well as ADA services. Penny and the Transit Department has been working closely with the Law Department on an update to the Title VI program in partnership and cooperation with the Department of Transportation. Councilmember Ballard, I know this item has been something that you've been following closely for the last couple of months. It's a cooperative agreement with the Kansas Forestry Service for wildland fires deployment. So glad to bring that forward. Thank you for your continued interest. Item number 11 is a grant application where Wichita Police Department is working with the school district and 911 to expand access to its real-time information center that is being implemented. It would help improve our response to incidents at our schools throughout the city.
That's great.
A few other items that we're going to bring forward, but nothing that I want to highlight at this point. Any questions? Anything?
Not so much questions, but the agreement with the school district, I think maybe that's something that we should pull and just give a brief update about when that comes up during workshop at the end of the month. So just putting that out there, that's something that, especially in relating to like mass shooters and whatnot. So I do think that would be interesting for the public to just know that we're moving along on that.
So Captain Moses is on the meeting, and Captain, council members would appreciate an update or more detail about the project when it's presented on the consent agenda on the 24th.
It doesn't have to be a big, deep presentation or anything, but just a little more detail that we could get out there to the public just to know we're on this and working with a school district on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be happy to be there on Tuesday the 24th, and then we can work, if you want a presentation on the workshop as well, we can make that happen.
I appreciate it, Captain.
That's all I have, Vice Mayor Emeritus.
Any other questions, Jeff?
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Wichita Fire Department. The last 2 mornings I've spent out at fire camp. It's a free camp for 50 kiddos each day, ages 8 through 13. And so we get to, and they have a hose, and you have to go through a door and get down a cone, and it's fun, and I got to do it, and just lots of cool things. And then they also have the trailer with the smokeout trailer, and they talk to kids about, going home tonight and asking your caregivers to, let's check our smoke alarms. And if you don't have a smoke alarm, how you can get one. So just kudos to our Wichita Fire Department. It's not only raising the awareness, and there's one little kiddo who's there today who's already saying he's going into fire. So we're recruiting them young, but it's safety, but it also gives kids one more free thing to do in the summer so that, they can maybe not get in trouble and whatever. So just kudos to Wichita Fire Department for putting one more thing on their already busy job jar. So thanks.
I guess for District 1, we have a neighborhood cleanup in Northeast Heights tomorrow. So if you live in Northeast Heights, looking forward to seeing you and getting some stuff taken away.
We got a lot going on this weekend between the music festival and automobilia and dueling protests, it seems like, in our city. So I just urge everybody to be kind and respectful of each other, be safe. We all just want a safe community, and we don't want to stretch ourselves any thinner than we already are. So everybody be safe and respectful out there this weekend.
Awesome. And I just need powers as acting city manager, so if you guys could give that to me, I'd appreciate it.
Sold.
All right, that's all we got. Everyone have a good weekend.